For the Chattanooga Times Free Press, I'm Shelton Brown. On May 23rd, a group of activists held a rally in Coolidge Park. It's a local chapter of the Democratic Socialist of America. The rally was meant to emphasize the trauma that Palestinians have suffered in Gaza, especially in a recent conflict between Israel and Palestine. Several people took the stage to express their thoughts about the conflict.
Now, whether, of course, you're viewed as fighting for freedom or as a dangerous militant ultimately depends on which side of the gun you're standing. Israel's occupation of Palestine is nevertheless illegal, and therefore, under international law, Palestinians have a right, and again, I quote, to armed struggle against their illegal occupier. Palestine has a right to resist, and Palestine has a right to exist. Now, Palestinians have been reduced in many countries to living in slums and shantytowns or refugee camps.
The rally came after 11 days of fighting between Israel and Hamas. It's a militant Islamist group that controls Gaza. The conflict began at Al-Aqsa, a holy site revered by both Jews and Muslims. Eventually, Hamas fired rockets into Jerusalem, and Israel responded with rockets of their own. The Israeli government considered this an act of self-defense. A former professor of political science, Fouad Moghrabi, was one of the speakers at the rally. He's a Palestinian, he tells me, and the current conflict seems to deepen his convictions. At least 248 Gaza citizens were killed in the fighting, including some 100 women and children, according to the BBC. 12 Israelis were also killed, including 2 children. Hamas and Israel agreed to a ceasefire on Friday, May 21st. While this is good news across the board, the political tensions have begun to swell, spilling over into cities across the United States, including Chattanooga. Both Hamas and Israel declared victory in this conflict, even though clashes continue at Al-Aqsa. This struggle for peace between the two parties is not new, and the people of Gaza know it. Some are said to be waiting for the fighting to continue again. In the meantime, it's become clear that locals are taking sides, and that a distant conflict can have a social impact here in the Tennessee Valley.
My name is Maya Minkara, and I just came down here to the protest in Chattanooga to fight to free Palestine.
My name is Yasmin Minkara. I'm her sister.
Okay. And same question, why do you think that this is important?
I think it's just really important that us as Americans fight back and use our voice, use our privilege to fight back and tell our government that what's happening in Palestine and how we're supporting it is just not okay. And we need to do whatever we can to make sure that the ethnic cleansing happening to Palestinians ends.
Come on, the people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. Thank you guys for coming out. And that's it for today's rally. Thank you all for coming out once more.